lounging, son.
Welcome back to the Comic Lounge. My name's Ryan, and today we're going to be talking about a dope book that came out this week. We're talking Wolverine 41. It's part 1 of the Sabretooth War by Ben Percy, Victor LaValle, Geoff Shaw, and Cory Smith. As you can see, it says the most violent Wolverine story ever told, and there's a parental advisory, not for kids. Before we get into that, I just want to remind you, if you are not already subscribed to the channel, please do so. We have a bunch of dope content, interviews, indie creator spotlights, artist editions, hardcovers, single issues, all that good stuff. And if you are subscribed to the channel, I want to thank you for your support. We appreciate it. Your likes, your comments, all that good stuff. And again, if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button and let's get into this. So I have been following along with this Wolverine arc since this run since Ben Percy took over, during this whole House of X, the Krakoan age, all that good stuff. But I've been digging it. It's been great since the beginning. Ben Percy has always written the book. There's been, different artists coming in and out of it. Consistently been a great title. And so, there's this whole thing going on with House of X. The Krakoan age is about to come to an end with this Fall of X storyline. This takes place before Fall of X and Rise of the Powers of 10, which are the two concurrent series going on as we end the Krakoan age. And I love this inner dialogue from Wolverine. The greatest weapon in a hunter's arsenal is patience. Waiting for the right moment to serve the killing blow. When your prey is distracted, you strike. And we see Orchis Station 5 under command of Sabretooth. We see Wolverine jump down, attack Sabretooth as he's just brutally murdered Cyclops. Sabretooth grabs him by the neck, and we see him say he's impressed. You almost had him. Guess I'm the best there is. And we see that it's not really Wolverine, but it's a Sabretooth. And there is a slew of other Sabretooths. So I'm not really sure. I haven't been reading titles. But Sabretooth has gotten out of that pit, which is where they put him in the beginning of the Krakoan age, because they realized he's not going to toe the line. He is not going to get in line with everybody else. Whereas some of the other prior villains that were mutants kind of came over to their side and basically came to the side of angels. They're talking to Sabretooth and they're saying they're ready. And, he's leading them. I'll let you know when we're ready. Until then, just sit there and clean your paws. Everyone to their stations. We're riding out. Recap, like I said, upon the founding of Krakoa, Sabretooth was first cast into the pit for breaking the foundational law of the land to kill no humans. Krakoa is no more. Wolverine and the remnants of X-Force have taken refuge at a hidden base at the North Pole as they try to survive in a world that has outlawed mutants. Before the fall of their nation, Creed escaped. In his adventures, he has teamed up with a group of renegade alternate reality Sabretooths, who he leads from their spacecraft stolen from Orchis. Sabretooth has got one thing in mind, and it's revenge. Let me tell you, it's brutal. So we get to the North Pole, where some of the mutants are hiding out. X-Force, we got Quentin, we get Black Tom, and then he, sends him on a mission to go find out what the Stark Sentinels are doing around Krakoa. But then we see this Orchis ship with all the Sabretooths, and they're going to Krakoa because they want to see what's going on. He's trying to find Wolverine. They get there, and everybody's gone, and they see it he feels like he's been cheated. And then someone's coming, a powerful mutant, and he said, if they can't kill all of them, they're going to get one. So Quentin comes, and all the Stark Sentinels are there attacking. We see somebody waving him down, and we know it's not Wolverine, but he's being tricked, and it ends up that Sabretooth stabbing him straight through the neck. And again, just completely fucking graphic in this comic. Sweet moments like this make me happy we're a family. I mean, my God, dude, of course Sabretooths are going to be evil. I think it's crazy that all of these other Sabretooths are just headless, but they're still alive. Then we get back to the North Pole, and we see Wolverine's son. Used to be referred to as Dakin, but now Akihiro is I guess his real name. Again, I'm a little bit out of the loop on some of that stuff. It wasn't all. I think some of that stuff might have been in other books. Great little moment here. He says, "I could have killed you before you even knew I was here," and he just tells his dad, "Settle down. We're at the end of the fucking world. Nobody knows to look for us here." So Wolverine brought some dinner. Tells him, butcher that caribou for me. I'll circle back and bring it to the mess hall. And he goes back in, and now he's catching up with Sage, who also a member of X-Force. He's wondering where Quentin is, and but it's they can't find him. Black Tom said nobody could get close to the greenhouse without him knowing, which is, where they are located right now. And Wolverine's obviously worried. He says it. Creed was banished. So, like, he, feels like he almost has, like, he's been able to breathe, right? Like, and he hasn't had to worry for the first time in his life since Sabretooth had always come after him constantly and killing his loved ones. And now he mentions this, and this is something that has been going on in, the comic books for a long time, is Sabretooth having this tradition of bringing him pain for his birthday. So now we see these Sabretooths come. They use some sort of device that kind of takes out Black Tom and Sage. Then we come to this meeting room with Domino and Laura, aka, she's the other Wolverine. And, he's just doing the rounds, and he says to her, I left X-Force. I know you didn't want the job, but because of him. But you did it anyway, and you saved a lot of asses. And he basically asks her, if something happens, I need it to be you that takes my place. Nobody can do it better than you. And then walks off. And then we see Wolverine's son. He's sitting there. He's butchering this caribou. And then this guy that's with him fucking ripped open. I mean, fucking crazy, dude. Just ripped apart. And Sabretooth goes after him. And he's going to give the runt a gift he'll never forget. Oh, man, dude. This is where it gets brutal. Next page. Wolverine comes out looking for Akihiro. And what does he see? He sees him laid out, dismembered, and his body parts spell out happy birthday. And that's how it ends. Absolute insane issue. I would even say that this isn't even like a bad place to jump back into Wolverine if you've kind of been off the Wolverine train for a little bit. Sabretooth War, great title for this arc. Great art by Geoff Shaw, Cory Smith, and Ben Percy and Victor LaValle teaming up to write this crazy story. So good. And this Lionel Francis U cover is phenomenal as well. I highly recommend it. Hit up your shop. Go pick up the book. And while you're at it, make sure you like, follow, subscribe. Hit that bell icon so you're notified every time a new vid drops. And on that note, I'm out.